Well, Jonathan Schanzer is in the studio with me. He's from the Foundation for Defence of Democracies. Jonathan, this notion that various intelligence agencies, the CIA perhaps, may have known something, could this sort of information have made a difference? Or are these cities such soft targets and these attacks so easily prepared that doesn't even make any difference?
Look, it's hard to tell exactly how this information was prioritized. Obviously, there's terrific intelligence sharing between the United States and Europe, certainly with the UK, Canada, Australia, New Zealand. But I think that intelligence sharing extends to really the West. So even if they had identified this individual, the question is, was there something that appeared imminent? Were they picking up something that perhaps tipped off authorities that something was coming down the pike and they needed to do something about it? It's very often that these individuals, the names get just lumped into a big bucket of other names, and it's just so difficult to separate wheat from chaff. As for the city itself and these sorts of targets going after pedestrian malls, I mean, we've seen these sorts of attacks for a long time. They are not hardened targets. You can certainly put up barricades to make it so that cars can't come through. We usually do that around embassies or other sensitive areas, not around shopping areas. This is not where you typically think about the need for more hardened security.
And what about Spain's readiness for this? Because the last big terrorist attack, I think I'm right in saying, was 2004, when 190 people were killed in a train bomb.
Right.
Are they ready for this thing?
No. I mean, I think the United States isn't ready. I'm not sure that Britain is ready. Even though we've all sustained attacks, there's only so much one is going to do to harden these targets to do more. I think we saw, for example, in the United States, we saw quite a bit of hardening of government targets immediately after 9/11. We certainly saw the hardening of transport targets, right? So we looked at the hardening of airports and train stations, bus stations, that sort of thing, right? The idea of going and shoring up security in malls, pedestrian malls, it's really, I think it's going to be lower down on the list. I'm fairly certain that ISIS understands this, and this is one of the reasons why they're carrying out these kinds of attacks. I should just note also that in the immediate aftermath of 9/11, we talked about this, and we wondered why there wasn't more of it. It's coming back to us now.
Jonathan Schanzer, thank you very much indeed for joining me.
Thank you.